All right. Good evening, everyone. Glad to have you on call. My name is Mrs. Grace. I'm a digital asset expert and a lover of Royalq. And tonight we are going to be addressing certain issues that we are having in the community. I can see my moderator for the night is in the house. I'll gladly hand over to her to continue with the meeting. Leader Carl, you're welcome. I was just holding brief for you to join. Thank God you're here. So I'd like to hand over to her. She's the moderator for tonight to take over from here. Over to you, my leader.
Thank you so much, Ma. God bless you. All right. My name is Kalista. I'm going to be the moderator for tonight. And I'm a technical analyst, but we have a great leader in the house who will be hosting us tonight, Leader Much Money. Thank you so much. Please, I want my, okay, yes, he's right here. I'd like him to unmute his mic to say hello to us. This is going to be an awesome questioning and answer segment. So it's under the leadership call, because if you're a newbie, I'm sure you wouldn't have too much questions to ask concerning technical aspect, but every trader, every Royalq bot users already is into the technical part through signals and trading activities. So on this note, we'll be having the question and answers to start right now. And normally the meeting is an hour meeting, so we wouldn't be taking too much of the time, and we'll do as much as possible to keep to time and do justice to every question that we will be having. So it's a question and answer segment. All right, so having said that, please, okay, my leader is right here. I'd like him to quickly give us a heads up and take it over from me. All right.
Oh, thank you, Madam Kalista, Madam Carl. Thank you so much. I really appreciate tonight's privilege. It's a privilege on my own side here. I commend you people for the wonderful job you have been doing so far. Hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, you are, sir.
All right, thank you. So I would like to pass a message across to everybody before they start to ask their questions. I have a particular message that I want to pass to both old and new in Royalq, both old and new, because I discovered that there are some new people that might join this class this night. Maybe they just got registered probably today, yesterday, last week. So there's a particular message that I would like to pass across to all of them. So please, as I'm passing this message to you people, make sure you are sending your questions and answers, okay? I want two people, because I discovered there are some people that are old members that they are yet to understand this little thing that I want to explain now briefly. Because we don't have more than 1 hour, like a moderator rightly said in this class. So I want to quickly tell you what Royalq is. Then I will tell you what Royalq is not. And I will tell you what to avoid while trying to get involved in Royalq. Those are the three things I want quickly to tell you now. I want to tell you what Royalq is, what Royalq is not, and
Not nice.
Yeah, so what to avoid while trying to get involved in Royalq, okay? So now, what Royalq is, or what is not? Let me start from what Royalq is not. So I want you to make sure you note this very well, so that you not be mixing things together, okay? Royalq is not ROI platform. You all know what ROI means, return on investment platform. When I put my money, I'll be getting so percentage every day, every month. No, Royalq is not ROI platform. Royalq is not money doubling platform. Royalq is never money doubling platform. Then number three, Royalq is not Ponzi schemes. Royalq is not Ponzi scheme. Royalq is not get rich quick scheme. Royalq is never get rich quick scheme. Royalq is not chop and run platform. Oh, let's quickly do it. Let's do it. You know, some people, they used to have that slang. let's do it and chop our own and run. Royalq is never, let me chop my own and run. No. Royalq is not collapsing platform. That have they crashed? Somebody chatted me some days ago. He said, I heard that Royalq has crashed. So Royalq is not collapsing platform that you can say or you can expect it to crash. Yeah, because it's not ROI, only ROI platform, Ponzi schemes, money doubling platform. Those are the platforms that do crash. Then Royalq is not an exchange. Royalq is not Binance, it's not Ubi, it's not Coinbase, it's not Bybit, it's not FTX, it's not CoinW. Royalq is never an exchange. Don't get it wrong. Royalq not control markets. Royalq is never control crypto markets. Royalq cannot determine crypto market to go up or control crypto market to go down. Then last but not least, Royalq is not analyzing market for anybody or for anything. So Royalq is not analyzing market. It's not a kind of platform where they analyze market. No. Then what Royalq is now? Royalq is sports trading miracle tool. Sports trading miracle tool. Then it assists in buying and selling only. It assists. It's an assistance. It assists in buying and what? And selling in your various exchanges. It trades a market up only. It doesn't trade market down. It trade market up only. It doesn't trade market down. Meaning that when market is coming down, it has no power to give you any profits. It only buys for you. So, but when market is going up, it sells for you. So it is semi-auto robot. So it is twistable as you want. Meaning that you can set it the way you want to buy for you. You can twist it to any of your settings of your choice, okay? And that makes it best robot in the world. Because it is twistable, most of the robots in the market, they are not twistable. They are not settable to your own taste. But for Royalq, it is twistable to anywhere you want it. So it makes it best robot in the world. Then it helps in buying new position in markets. How do I mean by buying new position? When you enter a particular, let's say for instance, you enter Bitcoin when it is 21,000. If you set Royalq robot very well, if it is Royalq robot that's buying for you, or let me put it this way, you are buying manually by yourself. When you buy at 21,000, you have no choice. When BT is around 16,000, 17,000, you have to wait until when market go back to 21,000. But with the help of Royalq, this Royalq that has bought for you at 21,000, Royalq will have helped you to buy a new position in the market. Your entry will not be 21 again. You will have been around 18,000 or 19,000. So meaning that by the time you're going to get out where you are using Royalq robot is different from the time you're going to get out when you are trading manually. Okay, so it helps in buying new position in market. Royalq helps in getting profits in deep. I have a scenario of a friend that just got registered, I think like a month ago. The guy has up to like a BTC up to like $50,000 in his account, in his Binance. The person did not know Royalq before. He has BTC worth $50,000 in his Binance. But because of the crash in the market, because of the dip in the market, BTC worth $50,000 reduced to $18,000 worth of BTC. I repeat, from $50,000 on Binance, it reduced to $18,000 in the same Binance. Now, when I now introduce Royalq to this guy, since I've introduced Royalq to this guy, the guy now said, "Had I know this kind of opportunity, this kind of tool, all this why? Since all this time when my BTC has been dropping from $50,000 worth till 18,000, nothing has happened, no transaction, no profit at all. Had it been the person who has been using Royalq robot to trade that same value since that time? You know what happened? Don't forget, I said earlier that Royalq does not control market. The market will drop, yes, but because of the power of that robot, it will be trading at different levels and giving you profits. So instead of that 18,000 the person has, the person will have like 25,000 instead. You can see where Royalq comes in now in deep. So when the dip is happening, instead of it to just be dipping like that, it's going to be doing a kind of buying and selling under the dip. Even your money might be getting low in Binance, but it will be giving you some profit also instead of it to just be there like that. So that's where you go to know the advantage and importance of what? Of Royalq, okay? So it helps in getting profits indeed. It serves as mini social media platforms. If you are, the moment you join Royalq community, on Royalq application, there's a community where you can be chatting, like group chats. Let me quickly show you one of the group chats here because of our time. Let me quickly show you one of the group chats here. Let me go to my Royalq and show you one of the group chats. Am I still audible, Madam Khan? Can you still hear me, Madam Khan?
Yes, you are, sir.
Yes,
Very
you are.
clear.
You are audible.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
Yes,
all
we can
hearing.
hear you.
Very, very loud, clear.
Okay, all right. So now, as you can see, once you come to mine here, where's the pen? Okay. Can see this place under mine here. Okay. Once you click on it, scroll down, you can see under news. We are going to under news. Under news. You can see news beside there. You can see home, quantitative, circle, and news. Under news here, you can see group chats. What is this pencil? Okay. You can see group chats. You find a group according to your rank and your status in Royalq. Let me click on this group now, V5 group. You can see different people around the world. We are chatting, different people around the world. We are chatting, we have group chats. There's a way you can chat one another. You can chat your upline, you and your upline, you can be chatting without using WhatsApp at all. You can be passing information on Royalq on the same one application. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's proceed. I'll stop my screen here so that because of our time. Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, so it is best, it serves as mini social media platform. It is the best for people with huge capital. When you have huge capital, wow, you really enjoy, because don't forget that it buys dips for you. The more capital you have, the more dips you're going to be able to withstand, okay? It requires effort of people with low capital. If you have low capital, there are some certain efforts you're going to apply to get effective results. That's the fact. So it can never lose your money. A lady invested 1 million naira last year. He put 1 million naira in a Binance and connected Royalq robots last year. You know what happened to the lady? The lady came to my office two weeks ago. Lady now said he urgently need money. But everybody knows what happened last year. Last year, BTC was around 69,000 when the lady, started. But now BTC is down totally. When we check this, because Royalq robots is still trading under the dip because of the settings given to it, we discovered that the lady has floating loss of about $190 something. Then, as because some trader stock, she has like a $190 something floating loss. Then in Binance, she has around $894. And she says she needed the money. Okay, the lady says she invested 700,000 naira, 700,000 naira. You know what happened? During that day when she wanted to withdraw, USDT was around 800 something naira. You know what happened when we withdrew the money? Even at loss, we closed the trade at loss by ourselves. Not the robot closed the trade at loss. The lady still cashed out more than 800,000 naira. The lady still cash out more than what? 800,000. So when we tell you that it can never lose your money, so that's what we're talking about. There's no way you can lose your money here with Royalq. So it can give you residual source of income if you choose to leverage on others, if you can promote this robot to people to buy and use. As they are getting profits per second, as the robot is trading under the dip for them, you'll be getting residual income, of which I've been enjoying since last year up to date, okay? No delay in withdraw your rewards. If you choose to refer and you are getting reward, Royalq never failed us. The withdrawal is always in seconds since onset, not like Ponzi scheme. When the beginning, their withdrawal will be flowing well. When it will get to a middle, everything will be slowing and story will come. Nothing like that in Royalq since onset, since we started. So our Royalq keeps to their words. Everything they say, it has been like that for a very long time. And that's one of the reasons why we trust the platform. And the long-term projects, it's a kind of project that 10 years to come is still there. 20 years to come is still there. That's why I don't joke with my Royalq in any way. I don't joke with it. So I don't be carried away with any kind of those Ponzi schemes that used to come, those ROI, those third party. I don't used to be carried away when I have a project that can take me for a very long time. I get it now. So back up for every crypto traders. If you are a crypto trader on this call tonight, whether you have been using Royalq before, maybe you did not renew it, I implore you to go and renew it now. It's a backup for every crypto trader. If you have not been into Royalq before, I'm telling you tonight to go and get your Royalq robot registered and activated, because it's a strong backup for you as a trader. You are trading futures, you are trading leverage tokens, you are trading NFT. Tell me the type of trading you are trading. Royalq is a kind of strong backup that you can just have, that will be there for you any day, anytime. So I think I've discussed what Royalq is not and what Royalq is. Then last but not least, is because of our time, what to avoid while trying to get involved in Royalq. Number one, you need to avoid high interest loan. High interest loan, the kind of loan that collects 1 million and return 2 million. You avoid that kind of high interest loan, because don't forget, we said earlier that Royalq is never money doubling platform. So don't go for high interest loan. Then secondly, don't go for fast payback loan. Fast payback loan. By end of this month, you must pay back the loan. Don't go for that, because Royalq is not Ponzi scheme. It's not money doubling platform. It's a kind of real business. So fast payback loan, don't go for it. So not giving robust proper money management is another thing you need to avoid. So that is why you need to consult a leader, and that is why we used to have this kind of class, so that you can be giving robots good proper money management. And we have leaders in the house that have been giving classes in this. Leader like this woman. Remember this second person to Madam Carl. Madam Carl herself, she's one of the leaders in the house that used to give people proper money management settings. Mrs. What's the name of this second? Anita. Yes, Anita. Madam Anita is another person. This man from Uganda, Mr. Julius, yes, he's there. And many other leaders like that they are guiding people on proper money management. By the grace of God, I will try and make myself available by next week Tuesday, where I'm going to give you a kind of instances. We're going to go to our Binance. We check the movement of those coins. When you check their movements, you now go back to the settings of the robot, how you can set it for short term and at the same time combine it to long term, and trade will not get stuck. So by God's grace. So that is just the little things I say I need to share with the community before the question and answer. So thank you, the moderator. You can now take over and ask if people have questions, and so that we can answer. Okay. Okay, is there any question?
All right, I think Leader Carl is a bit busy on her network. It's not allowing her to connect. Thank you, our great leader, Much Money, for that heads up. That's a fantastic one. So at this point in time, we'd like to open the room for questions. We'd like to open the room for questions. If you have anything bordering on Royalq business, anything you need to get clarity on, whether you are an old member or you're a new member, this is the time to ask. Kindly give me your favorite emoji so I can open the room for you to ask your question. Okay, let's see your hands up, please, if you have any question. Any question about Royalq, please feel free to ask. All right, thank you, Mr. Celsius. Please, if you have any question, keep the hand coming and we'll attend to everybody one after the other. Please, if you are given an opportunity to ask your question, please do not exceed 2 minutes so that others can be given attention to. Do not exceed 2 minutes in asking your question. So let's welcome Celsius. Celsius, go ahead, please.
Yes, good evening, leaders, and good evening, everyone in the call tonight. In the previous version, Royalq had, if you go to the home page, which is one of the 5 pages, Royalq had the current strategy where you look at the currencies you are trading. Royalq had hot currencies where you look at the currencies that are picked by a good number of people. It also had the 24-hour volume, but in the current version now, the 24-hour volume seems to be removed. I just wanted to see where on, if you know. Otherwise, the 24-hour volume could tell you the current volume, and you could see the top 3, you could look at the lower 3, and it was one of the strategies that we used to have, that we used of getting into the market. So the 24-hour volume, has it gone somewhere? Someone knows where it is. That is my question.
Okay, okay. I want to share my screen now to show you the 24 hours volume is still available on Royalq. It's still available. Let me share my screen to show you where you can find it on your Royalq. Okay, you can see this is it. Can you see it, sir?
Yes, but then it means that you are, but then, sir, it would mean that you still do not have version 4.5, version 4.5.1, and it is the version that has removed that one now. If you go under mine, if you go under mine on page number 5, under mine, and then under mine, you move, you probably find that your version is outdated. That is why you still have it. I used to have it also under system, down under system setting.
As you can see,
if you come to system setting below there,
I'm on this version, as you can see.
Click system setting, you will see that yes, US is version 4.5.0, but mine is version 4.5.1 now.
Okay, but it is now the latest version. You can see I click on it.
Yes, US is version 4.5.0.
Okay, you know what is going to happen? You know what's going to happen now? Let me go to my Play Store now, because sometimes.
Okay.
Let me go to my Play Store. Then let me type Royalq. Okay. Oh, you are correct. You are so much correct, as you can see, and I didn't notice that. So everybody is advisable to go and search on Play Store or Apple Store.
Yeah, I thought
to go and update the version. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. So let the update complete and let's.
Okay, so while we wait to attend to Mr.
Now you will.
Please, let's mute our mics, my leader, so that we can have order in the house. We have about
while we wait to
6 mics open.
update the Royalq. So, Mr. Hello, Mr. Celsius, can you hear me? Okay, let's hear from
Finally,
Brian.
it is gone now. The 24-hour volume is gone now because you have come to the current version.
Yeah, we noticed that. Yeah, we're going to work on that by sending message to support of Royalq.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, thank you. Let's hear from Brian. Let's have your question, please.
Yeah, thank
Brian,
you
you
very
have been
much. That is my question. Someone else can continue, please. Thank you very much.
Brian, go ahead. Let's hear you have your question. Okay, let's hear from Prince Joe. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. My question goes to Moshood Abbas. He mentioned just now that some leaders are here who are proficient in setting the board for proper cash management, or rather funds management. Can you throw some light on that?
Okay. We have leader like leader Carl. They are our moderator for tonight. Then Madam Anita. Then Mr. Julius. Everybody used to join Mr. Julius Kabada live class every morning. So the guy has been trying his possible best to show people how they can set the money management trade settings. But by God's grace, by next week, time does not permit us again today. By next week, we're going to go do that proper by next week, so that I'm going to give you some hints on how you can set the robot without any panic of getting stuck in markets. So, and how it's going to do the work of robot for you, especially when it comes to cycle. I get it now. So, but every other leaders, they focus on one shot, and no other reason, because many people in the family, they don't have huge capital. But if you have enough capital, there's a way you can set the robots that will be giving you good results and will not get stuck, even if there's anything.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear from Brian, please. Brian, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. What I'm asking here, let's say I'm having a small capital like $50, and I wanted someone the presenter to help me to the way I can set the strategies, the way I can set the margin calls, so that I can manage my $50. I make profits from $50.
Yeah, thank you. If I can get that your question clearly, once bitter truth that I would like to tell you is that if somebody is trading with $50, it's advisable for you to watch out for all the everyday signals that they used to release. When you watch out for everyday signals, just take part of that money to be placing trade for those signals. So it's not advisable for people with $50 to be setting margin calls for their trades. Honestly speaking, in my own school of thought and my own research and experience with Royalq, it's always good for people from minimum of $500 and above to be setting margin calls. Minimum of $500 and above, even let's say $1,000 to be setting margin calls, because the movement of market these days is dangerous. Okay, imagine somebody that have set a margin call when BTC was 21,000 and suddenly it drops down to 16,000. There's no margin call you set with $50 or $100 that can withstand that kind of big deal. And you don't know how many weeks or months before market is going to get back to 21,000. So that's why some people get it wrong. Are you with me now? So if you have with $50, $60, always watch out for accurate signals. Take like $15, which is minimum to use with the robot. Use $15 to open your trade. If there is call for replenishment, you can do that. And all that. Just make sure you are doing your one shot with that little capital of money. Is that clear, sir? Is that clear, bro? I don't know if you're okay.
Okay, I think he has been muted. I think he has been muted.
Yes.
Mr.
All right.
Brand,
Okay,
I believe that answers your question. Let's hear from Gabriel. Okay, thank you. Let's hear from Gabriel. Gabriel, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Brian. Please
Okay,
go
I think
ahead.
that's
Your
a
mic
glitch
is
in the
unmuted.
network. Did I refresh your network? You are breaking. Refresh your network so we can hear you clearly.
Oh, yeah, they have replied my question. They have replied my question. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please? All right, Leader Gabriel, please unmute your mic and go ahead with your question.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening once again. Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, please.
All right. My question goes like this. Actually, some of us, our coins are still in the dip as a result of what happened last year. So since then, I've not been participating. Yeah. So I want to ask now, how can we come in and then how can we trade and make profit even as those coins are really, really, really on the dip at the moment?
Okay.
Is it that, yeah, okay, yeah, let me get that. That's the major thing. Is there anything we can do? Because
Okay.
the coins we are trading are really on the dip at the moment.
Okay, let me give you, let
Is
me
there any way
give you.
while those ones are on the dip, or is there anything we can do that will help us to regenerate, even if it's little profit on daily basis?
Okay, I want you to see it from this angle. Let's say, for instance, that particular coin you are trading. Let's say just remove Royalq from 8. Assuming you have bought those coins by yourself manually on Binance. You know, the same dip that happened and affected it while you use Royalq to buy it will have affected it or will have happened to it too. So while your trade is deep in Binance, while your trade is deep, as in very, very deep in Binance, you know, two things are involved. Is either you sell it at that lower price. You know what happened to that, my friend? I don't know if he's on this call now. The guy that I told you that has $50,000 worth of BTC on Binance and dropped to $18,000 worth of BTC. When I introduced Royalq to the guy, you know, sold the 18,000 off in BTC to USDT. He sold it, yes. Now he now connected the Royalq robot with it. So one thing you need, if you look at that angle, is either you leave it there the same way you used to leave your trade while it is in deep in Binance. Is that you leave it and you see it as long term. You know, we do buy coins, and in the long run, at the end of the day, it may even later give you 500%. Yes, if you leave it there, but it's going to consider as long term. That's first option. Second option, every other option left, it has to do with you getting some funds. I don't see any other shortcuts except if you still have some funds. So if you have some funds, you can now load it on your Binance. When you load this money or you fund this money on your Binance, two things are involved. If the money you just gather is more than the money already involved in your trade, that is indeed, then I will ask you to consult your professional leader. You know, somebody like Madam Carl, Madam Anita, myself, Leader Julius, Madam Grace, people like that. If you can consult them, they will help you to look at the support and resistance and the movement of that particular coin. When they discover that that particular coin is at the bottom, is the best place for you to replenish. You will pump that money to that coin. That's another advantage of Royalq. The moment you pump the money there, then your money will come out. I've helped a lot of people to do that. In fact, I helped somebody to bring out 2 million naira plus last 2 months by doing replenishment. So, but the rule is that the money must either equal to the amount involved or more than money already involved in that trade. That's when you're going to see effective dollar cost average. I get it now. So if you can do that, that's the second option. Then your trade will come out. Then the third option, if you get that money, you might say, let me just abandon the first trade, like my long term. Let me just abandon it. Then let me now re-strategize with new way of using this robot. let me tell you one big mistake that a lot of us did last year. That's what I want to explain next week by God's grace, God willing. There's a certain way we need to look at the settings that we are giving. We don't give settings based on the current market or current trends. You give settings that we cover the both trends. The kind of setting that when we are in bull trend, it will be trading. When we are in downtrend, you still have excess fund. That's the kind of settings that robot did. I get it now. So what did has been done. The solution now is that it's either you leave it to look at it as a kind of long-term one, or secondly, you look for money to replenish so that it can come out in time with the help of your leader. Then thirdly, is either you now re-strategize and use new strategy to trade the money afresh with the robots. I get it now. That's the three options that you have.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's just that the robot has expired. If I'm to do that, I will need to subscribe again because the 1 year has actually elapsed.
Okay, yeah, if you subscribe, you're going to get your money back, I bet you. Yeah, you're going to recover your money back. By the time we are in bull run, when all those coins are coming up, oh my God, as in people, you'll be seeing people making 500% in 1 month. Yeah, and the time will come, even that's when other people will now, you see, Royalq is a kind of, it will now turn a kind of seasonal business that when it's season of bull run, you see people shouting Royalq, 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 Royalq. When there's beer season, you'll see people are going for another Ponzi again. But if it's people that study the robot very well, they will have studied it to the extent that even when we are in bear market, they will still be making profits. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much, Leader Much Money. Thank you so much for doing justice to all of this. So I'm sure we are getting all the answers that we really need to. Okay, I see Leader Gabriel's hand is still up. Leader Gabriel, please go ahead with your question. Can you hear me, please?
I think Gabriel just finished asking. Gabriel just finished asking.
Okay, his hand is still up.
Yes, that.
Okay, so
yes,
let me go through
I've dropped the hand.
Okay, let me go through the chat box. I was seeing a question that says, does Royalq able to screen the currencies that are fit to be bought?
Okay, I've understood that question. The person wants to write synchronize. That's what the person means. The person means, does Royalq able to sync the currency that are fit to be bought? Yeah, Royalq has what we call cycle owners, or what we can call copy traders, that you can copy their trades. But you can't be in this community. Honestly speaking, I must tell you the truth. Some people got stuck raising Royalq because of some wrong synchronized strategy they use. So that's why the best way for you is to give your robots a kind of configuration. For instance, like next week now, by the time we are having a live class, and we give you some instances and some analysis and how it works. If you can follow that kind of settings, that's only the kind of setting that you can control. Let me put it that way. So when you sync a particular coin, even the sync owner, I mean the copy trader owner might have changed from that coin. You might not know. The owner of that cycle might have changed from that coin. The coin, a particular cryptocurrency or a particular cryptocurrency is not the kind of coin that you can continue to trade for life like that. But you now see some people, they will sync a particular coin. They will sync it and it will be there. It will have done all the profits for them. At the end of the day, it will later dump on them. By the time it dump on them, they get stuck. That's if you look at many people that get stuck today, many of them, that's why they got stuck in markets. So I would advise, since the robot is twistable, it is changeable and usable, you can join the live class that Mr. Kabada used to do and use the latest strategies. Then by next week, Tuesday, by God's grace, I'm going to give you super super cycle strategy that you can make use. Super cycle strategy that can make use that will never get you stuck in any way. And I tell you some precautions that they put in Royalq that if you can know how to use that precautions, no matter even if Bitcoin like it goes to, if the Bitcoin like goes to $100,000 and come back to $10,000, you will never get stuck again. I promise. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, my leader. Tonight has really been amazing, and I'm sure that every other leaders on call can attest to this too. And I mean, deep issues touched and all of that. Okay, so for those of us that still have the floating loss, I'm sure that you've had 1, 2, 3 solutions out of it. So, and if you need assistance with any of this, because sometimes some persons hear it and practically are still scared a bit to carry the actions out, there are videos available to do this, and you can also reach out to leaders who can work with you probably at least 30 to 40 minutes and get these things fixed for you, put in the right money at the right time and get your trade running. So at least we should always point out these things, like our leader Much Money has said it. I always also say that it's not just to put the money, it is about putting in the money at the right time. Because some of these small issues here and there is why some people feel I can't make profit in the bear season. But we know the profit is low, but there's profit. The word profit is in it all. All right. So I will share that. Let me check the chat box quickly. If there's still more questions we can handle. Okay. Murara Vicent, answer is what is on quantitative page on the Royalq app next to whom. Okay, this was the leader helping out. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we don't have any more question. Where is it? Okay, we've answered that one.
There's a particular question I saw here.
Okay.
That person asked, please, if someone loses his account password and forget his password, can he still do the report with the 355 or 356 assistant? Because last time I saw a news like that, they were like, they are not doing no more thereabouts. Now, let me tell you what they told us. Let me quickly share my screen and show you what they told us.
All right, sir.
I want to share my screen now. Okay. Yeah, you can see this place. When I submitted for somebody, they said, hello, thank you very much for your feedback. It has been recorded. Please note that due to account security, customer service will no longer assist in future security question settings. It is the difference between security question settings and password settings. 355 can still help you to forward message to Royalq to reset your forgotten password and to change your email address, as the case may be. But the security question, those is it not 3 security question like that? You know, it's not even good. It's not advisable for them to be allowing that. So they will not be allowing, if you have forgotten your security question, then forget about your account, no recovery again. So, but if it is password you forgot or it's an email address you want to clear and all that, 355 can help you to send. And then why 355 want to help you to send? You can go through, you can take that through your P5 leader, because you can't just send to me that I want to recover my password. I will ask you, who asked you to send it to me? Is it OBM or, you know, I know how many P5 we have, so that you're not hacking to another person's account or you know impersonate. So just make sure you pass through your P4 leader. Your P4 will get to your P5 leader. Then your P5 leader will now consult another P5 leader so that they will help you to forward the message. Hope that is clear. So you can still, the same thing still applies to recovery password and email, but they have stopped that of security questions reset. Okay, is that clear, sir? All right.
Okay. Leader Newman, are you here? I hope he's still on call. Hello, Leader Newman. Please, I'd like you to unmute your mic so that we can know if you got it clearly.
Yes, please. So meaning we per your answer, meaning we can still use the V5 and the V6 way because one person has lost this password. But last time when I went to Royalq, I saw a news like that. They were like the customer service, what you just showed to us. So I thought maybe they are no more allowing that no more.
Okay, they allow the recovery password and email address, but they are not allowing the security reset again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit easier because these questions, they brought about three options. You have to pick one. So sometimes people tend to forget which of them did they pick. So the email and I think that's a bit easier. All right. So Leader Newman, I think you'll just try it out and get some help. Okay, so still going back to the chat box. Okay, we have a yes. Yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Wow, this has been awesome, educating and like setting us up for a pro a pro version of us from this moment. So this is awesome. Thanks to everyone who was on call tonight. And let me quickly go through if okay, Leader Grace, please go ahead. I see your hand is up on the participants line.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Leader Moshmoney. That's a powerful one tonight. I just want to give a little suggestion to everyone on call concerning the security question, especially to those that are building teams, those that are actively referring. For the security, for the three questions you're asked, whatever question you choose, you can use this strategy, have the same answer for them. For instance, whatever you selected as question 1, 2, 3, you can have one answer, maybe your native name, or maybe the name of the first brand of your car. You can use that for all the questions so that the day you have a particular issue, you remember, oh, it was my native name I used all through. So try to avoid having different answers to all the questions. Use one answer. The system accepts that. Okay, for instance, I'm a Nigerian and I decide whatever question I pick, I'm going to use Nigeria as the response. Whenever I have a challenge, I will just type Nigeria all through because that was what I used. I want to believe that is clear. So this is going to help us. The day we have a challenge, we know that the answers to our security questions is just one single word. And that word would be known by you. Either you use your native name, your maiden name, or where you met your first husband, or the brand of your first car. So whatever name, if for instance, your first question is the brand of your first car, you choose Lexus. The second question, whatever question you choose, you write Lexus. The third question, you write Lexus. So this is going to help us avoid some of these issues, especially for the new ones coming in. So to all leaders on call, you can adopt this. It will help us to avoid some of these issues. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Leader Grace. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that has led to another request. Leader Chris, please unmute your mic and let's wrap it up with you. Wow, we have amazing leaders on call. Thanks everyone for joining in. Please go ahead, unmute your mic, sir. Leader Chris and Momo, please unmute your mic and go ahead. Leader Chris, please unmute your mic and go ahead, except you are okay. All right, if Leader Chris is not having any question, wow, tonight has been awesome. Who else do we have? Okay, Leader Chris, please go ahead quickly. Our time is up.
Good evening, house.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm a newbie, sort of. I just have some issues with has to do with all this security stuff, and I needed some assistance. I don't know Google authentication. I have I want to do some verification. they're asking me to do Google verification, but unfortunately, I don't know how to do all these things. Though I'll be using Binance, I don't have problem with Binance. Been using Binance for a while. But these are just new, this thing I just went into, but trying to, sorry, trying to they're asking for Google authentication. I don't know how to do all those things. Hello?
Okay, Leader Much Money, are you on call? Please go finish up, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So I think you don't know how to set up your Google account if I get your question.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, that's easy to go about. Maybe we're going to do a kind of short video.
Okay.
That you can, that can guide you to do that.
Okay, no problem, sir.
That's somehow technical, not that much, but somehow technical. So there's no way we can expect you now and you get it out. Okay. Is it on Binance or on Royalq?
No, it's not a Royalq. My Royalq, I don't have issue with my results, though my bot has expired because my.
Down where?
On my is on. Let me check. I forgot it. The exchange. If one on the,
okay.
If one KuCoin, I want
if
one
KuCoin
too is the same thing.
We are treating Royalq related issues here. So if it's not Royalq related issues, then don't bring it here, sir.
No problem, sir. I'll talk to you on personal, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. I was already about saying he should probably stick to SMS and email to avoid any more this thing. Okay, on this note, we'll be ending this call tonight, but I cannot end this call without appreciating gladly all the leaders, of course, starting from our host tonight, Leader Grace, and our contractor for tonight, Leader Much Money. Thank you so much, Leader Newman, Leader Bishop, and everyone that has been amazing tonight. If you have any more questions, on Thursday is yet another leaders call where we get to perfect ourselves and get it right with Royalq. So if there are any questions,
Apologies for that. I think we lost her. Okay, Leader Carl, you're back in. Kindly unmute, please. You are muted. Kindly unmute yourself, Leader Carl. Okay, I think
my network took
right,
me away, my leaders. So
yeah,
sorry about that. Okay, so like I was saying, on Thursday again is another leaders call. Leaders call simply for already activated bot users. So as you go on with your endeavors on Royalq, please feel free, come back and don't miss the leaders call. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are for your prospects. You have people you want to bring in, probably you think you are not hitting the right words, invite them to this call and we'll have amazing marketers here to settle that for you. So, but for personal growth on Royalq and technical analysis and all of that, don't miss Tuesdays and Thursdays like this. Thank you everyone for coming on call. Thank you, Leader Prince Joe. Thank you, Leader Newman, Francis. Thank you, Leader Comfort. Thank you everyone that made it. And don't forget to connect to leaders available on each group. If you're not on the live signal group for the one-shot users, please indicate it to your upline and you will be added to the live signal group, and you learn how to use your capital, different strategies, and know how to do all of these things so you'll be safe at all times. Different capitals and different one-shot settings, different circle trade settings. Okay, we are all here to push Royalq to the next level, be it seasonal business for some persons, but we have been rooted here all through the bearish market and it has been awesome. Thank you to everyone. Let's keep pushing. Royalq is the #1 and the best business ever. 100% staying in control of your capital is no doubt about it here. It's peace of mind. Thank you, everyone. On that note, please unmute your mic and say hello and goodbyes to ourselves. Thank you. Thank you.